Dakshinamurthy Stotram, stanza 1. Maunavyakhya prakatita parabrahma tattvam yuvanam versishthante vasadrishiganairavratam brahmanishthaihi acharyendram karakalita chinmudramanandarupam swatmaramam muditavadanam dakshinamurtimide. Dakshinamurti is considered the Adi Guru, the Guru of every Guru, a form of Lord Shiva. A lot of people worship Shiva in many forms, but Dakshinamurti is a rarely worshipped form. Usually, Dakshinamurti form of Shiva is popularly worshipped among spiritual seekers. So we need to understand that a spiritual seeker and a religious person are slightly different. Religion obviously has to lead to spirituality, but unfortunately, many people are stuck in religion at the religious level and unable to move on towards spirituality. What is the difference? Religion includes bhakti. Bhakti is devotion towards the Lord. When does it convert into spirituality? When your bhakti becomes unconditional. Most of the people worship God because they expect God to give them back something. Give them happiness, give them money, give them comforts, solve all their problems. Like that. But a true spiritual seeker accepts God the way He is and accepts that everything that is happening around is God's will. So, he just accepts good, bad, he will not differentiate. He will just accept. But he is still praying to God. For what? For knowledge. What knowledge? This is not knowledge of some science or mathematics or economics. This is the knowledge of the self. That knowledge beyond which no knowledge exists. Once you get that knowledge, you are a Jivan Mukta. In the sense, you will not associate yourself with your body and mind anymore. You will associate yourself with the ultimate truth. In a way, you merge in God. So here, the devotee or the aspirant, the spiritual seeker, is no more interested in material benefits. He has come to the realization, or he is trying for the realization, that he is no more associated with this body-mind complex. Because that is the truth. The truth is that you are not your body, you are not your mind. Majority of people who pray to God are not even craving to get to that realization. They are just praying either out of fear, because they have been taught that God will punish you if you do not fear God, which is wrong. God neither punishes nor rewards. God is the system which ensures that everyone gets their dues. Whether good or bad, God doesn't even differentiate between good or bad. So to reach this true realization, a true spiritual seeker still worships, and Dakshinamurti form of worship is popular among that kind of devotion, not the regular religion. There is nothing to demean regular religion. Even regular religious practices, rituals, the aim of these is eventually realize that you have to grow beyond all this and merge in the ultimate truth. So Dakshinamurti's form, that's why, is not worshipped too much. The first stanza of Dakshinamurthy Stotram is describing Dakshinamurti. How does he look? Or rather, how does the whole aura feel? So they are giving the description of the environment in which Dakshinamurti is. So if you look at the first line, Mauna Vyakhya. Mauna is silence. Vyakhya is saying, speaking. So he speaks in silence. How can someone speak in silence? Because whatever he is communicating cannot be communicated through words. Words, actions have their limitations. Words and actions belong to this physical universe. The ultimate truth cannot be captured in words. So when you are seeking that ultimate truth, that knowledge, it cannot be given to you in the form of words. It only is an experiential knowledge. So in a way, Mauna Vyakhya. So who is Dakshinamurti? The one who speaks in silence. So what is he speaking? He is not speaking. He is giving you that experience of spiritual realization. Mauna Vyakhya Prakatita. Prakatita means establishing or broadcasting. Prakatita is establishing the truth. So he is establishing the truth through mauna vyakya, through silent form of speech or silent communication. Words cannot encapsulate the ultimate truth. So the ultimate truth is an experience that is being given to you. Prakatita, that experience is established. Mauna vyakya prakatita. Parabrahma tattvam. Parabrahma is Parabrahma. Brahma is the reality. Parabrahma, the ultimate reality. Tattvam, the essence. So he is establishing the essence of the ultimate reality through silence, through silent communication. Mauna vyakya prakatita parabrahma tattvam yuvanam. And he is young. If you are expecting that such a wise man who can communicate the eternal truth, the essence of the eternal truth through silent communication, so wise must be an old man, no, he is young. Yuvanam. So Dakshinamurti is shown as sitting under a tree as a young boy of 16 or 17. That is what is the first line. Mauna vyakya prakatita parabrahma tattvam yuvanam. The second line goes, Varsishtante vasadrishiganai ravritam brahmanishthai. Varsishtante. Varsishta means senior people or old people. Varsishtante vasadrishiganai. Varsishtante is the old people. So he is young, but his disciples are old people. So called old people who are considered to be very wise, they are taking tuition from a very young guy who is spiritually realized, who is the ultimate reality. He is trying to establish that ultimate reality in these old people also. So Dakshinamurti is portrayed as a young boy whose disciples are all very old. Varsishta, old means not just age old, they are very old souls and very wise souls. But even they are yet to reach that ultimate truth. So they are taking a tuition or classes from Dakshinamurti, who is sitting under a tree. Varsishtante. Ante means what? Inside. Inside that premises, around, we can say. Varsishtante Vasad Rishiganai. Vasad means exist. Who exist? These old people. Rishiganai. These are not normal old people. Their gana is groups of rishis. Vasad Rishiganai Ravritam. Avritam means he is surrounded by all these people. Brahmanishthai, and they are not normal. They have only one goal, which is Brahmanishtha. Nishtha means severe concentration and severe devotion towards what? Brahma, ultimate truth. So second line says that he is surrounded by very old wise souls whose only purpose is to realize the ultimate truth. So those are the disciples he takes. That's the reason Dakshinamurti temples are rare, worship is rare, because he is not going to give you material comforts and material success. If you are interested in the knowledge of the ultimate reality, only then he accepts you as a disciple. So you have to be very mature for him to accept you as a disciple. It is like a very big university professor is not going to accept you as a disciple until you have also published so many research papers and you are at a certain level. That's the reason Dakshinamurti, even though he is a young boy, his disciples are very wise, very old, who are almost close to spiritual realization, merging in the God. He is giving guidance to those people. So that's the second line. Varsishtante vasadrishiganai ravritam brahmanishthai. That brahmanishta is important. Your only purpose of life now is brahmanishta. Now I only want one thing, that is to realize the Brahman, the truth. Then you can become his disciple. Those are the kind of disciples he is surrounded by. Come to the third line now. Acharyendram karakalita chinmudram ananda rupam. Acharyendram. Acharya is a teacher. So Dakshinamurti is a teacher, but he is not the teacher. Acharya Indram. He is the Indra of the Acharyas, meaning he is the teacher of all the teachers. So he is the guru of every guru. Every guru has a guru. They have a guru. Who is the ultimate Adi Guru? Dakshinamurti. So Acharyendram, he is the Indra or the senior most of the Acharyas. Acharyendram Karakalita. He is using his hands, fingers. okay, of his hands, karakalita chin mudra. He is placing his fingers in chin mudra. Chin mudra is a mudra or a gesture of the hand where the thumb and the index finger touch each other and the other three fingers are let loose on your knee when you are sitting in meditative posture. Chin mudra. So he is in, his hands are in chin mudra, which means he is in meditative silence. He communicates through silence. Acharyendram karakalita chinmudram ananda rupam. He is sitting like that. Ananda rupam means in a blissful form. When you see him, you know that he is experiencing eternal bliss. He is merged in the truth. He is the truth. He is trying to establish that same truth in you. And he is the teacher of the teachers, sitting in blissful form with his hands in chin mudra, the thumb touching the index finger. That's the third line. Acharyendram karakalita chin mudram ananda rupam. The fourth line, Swatmaramam muditavadanam Dakshinamurti mide. Swatmaramam, Swa Atma. Swatmaramam. Swa Atma means his focus is not outside, it is on his Swa, his own Atma, which is inside him, which also is everywhere in the universe. Whatever we see, physical manifestations, Atma or the ultimate truth is manifesting into all these structures and forms and people and everything. The whole Maya has come out of Atma. But his focus is on not on the Maya, but inside at the source, Atma, Swa Atma, Swatma. He is focused on his Swa-Atma, his own self. As Ramana Maharshi points out, there is nothing but the self. And the ultimate realization comes when you look into that self and you realize that even the self does not exist and all that exists is nothingness. Swatma Ramam. What is Ramam? Why is Lord Rama coming here? It is not Lord Rama. Even Lord Rama's name Rama means the one who is in Rama. Rama means in that state. What is that state? The blissful state. So, for example, this word properly comes into Telugu as Raminchadam. Raminchadam means you are just living that state or you are in bliss. So, Swatma Ramam. So, he is constantly in bliss of what? Of his own self. Mudita Vadanam. Vadanam is his body, is Mudita, is very relaxed and very happy, because actually he is not even focused on being relaxed. He is just focused on Swa-Atma and he is in bliss of his own self, but his body is radiating that bliss as Mudita Vadanam. Vadanam is the body. Mudita is a very happy body. So when you look at him, he is young, dashing, the kind of radiance. That radiance is not of the body, it is of his Atma, and he is established in his own self, and that is radiating out in his body. Swatma Ramam Mudita Vadanam Dakshinamurti mide. I pray to such Dakshinamurti. This is the translation of the first stanza of Dakshinamurthy Stotram. We shall further go into next stanzas. Actually, till now I have not read the next stanzas. Since many months I am just focusing on the first stanza so that I properly understand who is Dakshinamurti. So as and when I read the second stanza and understand it perfectly, then next episode will be out. Thank you guys. See you. Bye bye.